Instagram has brought to us so many awesome guitar players and so many inspiration, and today I want to show you my currently favorite and I think one of the best Instagram players right now. Instagram is such an awesome platform. I mean, I am now in my early 30s. I'm now 32, still 32. In the last couple of years, I grown to that kind of age where you are not the youngest anymore. In the 2010s, I was a lot of kind of the youngest guy in bands, and then on Facebook videos, the youngest guy and the youngest shredders. Now, the older I get, the more I realize, god damn it, there are so many incredible players out there who are so young but so extremely talented and so good, so that I can now have to accept that these players are so much better than me, but I can learn so much from them, and this is the most important thing, to find something that inspires you to grow. I'm happy if I can be a part of this for maybe some people out there, but for me, some current Instagram players definitely are. But there's one in particular who is blowing my mind on a daily basis. I want to encourage you that if you have Instagram, please definitely leave a follow. I also wrote a link in the style of him because he has a unique kind of shredding style. So in the end of this video I'm going to teach you that lick. If you want the free tabs for this lick, then check the link in the description box. There you can download it for free. Alright, but who is this mysterious person? Is it maybe Simon Eichinger? Well, Simon is an absolutely great guy. He has a unique, incredible vibrato and is really fast when it comes to the Petrucci kind of playing. Even if Simon is one of my favorite, it's not the one that I'm talking about. Is it maybe Johannichian? Well, Johannichian is super fast, extremely fast, you know, but the guy that I'm talking about is a little bit more complex in his lines. Am I talking about Ben Owenson? No, I'm not talking about the jazz player. Stephen Taranto maybe? Well, Stephen Taranto is definitely one of my favorite musicians currently out in the guitar scene, and the guy that I'm talking about is definitely inspired by Stephen, but no, it's not Stephen. David Schneider maybe? Well, David has a special place in my heart, he's a really good friend of mine, but no, I am talking about Bastian Martinez Moya, aka Baxty. Baxty made my jaw drop every day because the extreme thing of his playing is, first of all, it's extremely technical. So he is aware of what he's doing. He has some chops, he has practiced some chops. Wide stretches like Stephen Taranto. Extremely tight and precise picking like David Schneider or Simon Eichinger. Fast lines like Johannichian. Fusion harmony like Ben Eugen. So he's like a melting pot of all of these guys and players. And he is fucking 23 years old. Holy crap. When I was 23, I sounded like this. He is a guitar player from Chile, and I have spent the last couple of hours trying to research something about him, but there's not much on the web about him. He's like a mysterious figure, so he's getting more and more attention in the last couple of years. I would say since 2021 his Instagram channel really goes through the roof. On his YouTube channel he still only has 1K subs. This has to change, so you definitely have YouTube when you're subscribing to this channel, so go to Baxty's YouTube channel and leave a subscribe there. But he's so young, I believe that he has a really fulfilling career ahead of him. I mean, he already blew faces from so many guitar players like Tosin Abasi and Jordan Rudess. This guy is a real phenomenon. And it's not like that he's posting one video every 4 weeks or so and practicing this insane licks. Like I have to practice when I'm playing some of these licks, like really for 4 weeks until I'm to the point where I can play this fluently. And no, he's posting videos like every fucking day, and this is the thing that blows my mind so much. every day he has some new incredible videos with some incredible chops and with incredible musicality. It's so awesome. I definitely need my daily doses of Baxi. So Baxi, if you're seeing this and if you want to do an interview, hit me up. That would be really, really honor for me. Okay, but I would say let's stop talking. Let's show a little bit from his chops and some incredible licks like this one here. Or this one. Have you ever heard of something like this? Or how about maybe this? See, you can definitely spend a whole day just scrolling through his Instagram reels and seeing this incredible, guitar playing. But let's get a little bit more into detail. He is playing with some incredible stretches, and this is a lot for our left hand. The more we have to stretch our hands, the more it gets tightened up, and it can be really painful, and we don't have the control and the flexibility anymore like when we have closed fingers. And playing those incredible stretches in that kind of fast pacing and fast tempo, this requires a lot of chops and practicing. Then he is ultra precise with his picking. He is definitely aware of pick slanting. You can see it in his playing, how he is basically doing the same like I do, which is kind of a cool thing, because it shows me again, okay, you can achieve such great picking and such great detail and control over your picking when you are doing it like I always teach it here in my videos. So this is a reason why you should leave a subscribe to this channel as well. And then besides that, it's not all about technique. He also has a really musical side to it. He released a song on his YouTube channel lately, which is really, really beautiful. It has some really, really cool chord progressions in it, extremely cool phrasing. So he's not like one of those players who can shred his ass off and then he's doing like one vibrato, one bending, and it sounds like no. So he has also definitely that kind of side, that kind of control over his instrument when it comes to singing with the instrument. From a harmonic point of view, he is using like modern chord progressions, something that I love as well, inspired by kind of classical musicians from the Romantic and Impression and Expression kind of era. You know, 19th century stuff, Debussy, Rachmaninoff, all those kind of guys. I hope they are in the 19th century, but those kind of guys. So for example, a lot of major chords moving in interesting directions, interesting intervals, like E major going to B flat major, one of my favorite chord progression, or C major and A major. You know, major chords that don't belong in one scale, that are from two different scales, often borrowing from the relative minor scale. Like for example, C major is the relative major chord of A minor, but then playing A major instead of A minor has a really great effect, and he is using this kind of effect a lot in his licks and in his playing. And then he has some really interesting ways to outline those arpeggios. It's not like basic sweeps. He's playing a lot with strings, skipping, with, like I've mentioned already, the wild intervals kind of shit, and I'm going to show you a little bit about this in the lick that I have for you as well. Interesting, cool sweeping patterns. It's a little bit like, Rick Graham on the next level. And this, you don't say every day to a guitar player. So it's not much more to tell about this guy other than go check him out. And check out also the other player that I've mentioned in this video. They are all, I love them. It's such a great inspiration, and it pushed me every day to, practice a little bit more, being a little bit more focused on what I'm doing here and a little bit more precise and trying to get to the level like they are. Alright. So let's check out the lick that I have. Okay, the clip that I'm showing to you now is from my Instagram page. There I played this lick, and If you are not following me on Instagram yet, then please do it. And yeah, let me show you the lick, and then we're going into detail what I'm doing here and where I'm trying to copycat and steal Baxty. Here we go. So there's one specific pattern, a sequence that I copy from Baxty that he's doing a lot. I mean, the pattern itself, it's not that new. Petrucci already did this in songs like Damage Control on the Solo or on Glass Prison, but Baxty is really pushing this lick to the next level. It's a 6-note lick, but it's not like the other 6-note licks that we know, like 3 notes on one string, 3 notes on the next string, whatnot. It's 4 notes on one string, 2 notes on the next string. And we are on the C Lydian scale, and the first time it sounds like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Due to the fact that we have an even number of notes on every string, we can use one pick slanting direction. We don't have to use two-way pick slanting, and this is downward pick slanting. All right. And now we are keeping this pattern, this sequence, and now we are going more and more into higher stretches. So yeah, it's like that torturing machine where they're stretching you more and more and more. This is the same thing for guitar now. Okay, the next pattern goes like this. So we're going from 14, 15 on the E string, 12, 13, 12. This one was from the first pattern. We're keeping the 12, 13, 12 on the E and on the B string. And now we're going to 15, 17. After we're playing this one twice, we're going back to the original pattern. So we have... So now we're going to stretch even more. Now we're going with our ring finger into the 17th fret and with the pinky into the 19th fret. The index finger stays on the 12th fret on the E string, but now the middle finger is moving to the 15th fret of the E string. So we have now, sorry. And then the 12th fret on the B string again. And then going back to our original pattern. So let me play this slowly up to that point for you. So the tricky part here now is going from the closed position to the stretched position. So I would recommend you to go to practice this move here. Going from the ring finger from the 14th fret to the 17th fret without moving the index finger or the rest of your hand. So we are going from this, from the thumb to this, you know. And then continue with the next note. It's not that easy. Especially when you're not warmed up like me. And then try to get those two phrases in a row. Putting all together we have. Really not that easy. Alright, and then we are moving on. We are now having a position shift. We're going here to this kind of position after we played this one again. You now have really a position shift. Where we're playing 19, 20, 19, 15, 17, and 15. In the complete section so far, we are not outlining a certain chord progression, we are outlining a mode. In this case, C Lydian. So the chord beneath all of this is C, and then by adding the sharp 11s to it, we are getting C Lydian. It's this one here, the 14th fret on the E string. And I really love this sound. Alright, after we have reached this shape here, 19, 20, 19, 15, 17, 15, we are continue with a bigger shred, with a bigger stretch. And then we have 20, 22, 15, and now 19 on the B string and 15 on the B string. Here we have again the Lydian, the sharp 11, the F sharp. And now this one we are playing 4 times. Everything else was played 2 times, and now this is a full bar. And this is really hard to get. To get the middle finger here on the 19th, sorry, what is this? Yeah, the 19th fret, and the index here on the 15th fret. But still having our ring finger and our pinky as well in action. Alright, after that we have a sweep section, and the sweep pattern is always the same. We are starting with playing 1 note 3 times in triplets and 16-note triplets, and then we have up sweeps. So the first one goes like this. Really cool C sharp 11 9 kind of arpeggio here. We're starting on the 9th, the D. Then we're playing the G, the 5th, going to the F sharp, the major as the sharp 11, and then the C here on the G string. So 3 times the D, 1, 2, 3, and now 3 up sweeps, 1, 2, 3. This is the first shape. Okay, now the next shape is basically G major. Here we're starting on the G, again playing it 3 times. Then we're going to the 5th, the major 3rd, and the root. Then we are starting on the G string and continuing outlining the G major. Okay, when we're starting on the G string there, we are starting on the 19th fret, 6, 17, 17. Beware of the roll technique here. And then we're doing the same pattern starting on the D string. Sorry. Getting a kind of G major 7, 9 sound. So the complete sweep section again slow. And after that we have a really cool kind of run, one of my favorites, going from the G to the D. And here we are starting off with, it's always 3 notes on 1 string. It's always an uneven number of notes per string. So here now we have to use 2-way pick slanting. But there's one more detail in it which makes it a little bit more complex. We're not playing it like this. Just basically playing it ascending. Now we are adding 1 string, because up to the moment where we have reached the D string, we are now going back to the A string. This is a really cool inside pattern kind of exercise, which gives it as well a really cool kind of rhythmical idea and a really cool new accent on this kind of pattern. But it's really not that easy, because we have to play the A string the second time with an upstroke. Not that easy. Especially when playing it fast. And alright, this is the lick inspired by Baxter. Please check out Baxter. It's definitely worth it if you want to get your brain melted and your jaw dropped on the floor every day. If you like this video, then write in the comment which Instagram guitar player I definitely should check out. Which one is your favorite? And I hope you liked this little video. If so, then please leave a subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. See you in my next video. Cheers! And stay progress!